Sunlight is a 4-year-old Tony McEvoy trained mare who has been locked in to run for Max Whitby and Neil Werrett in their slot in this year's Everest.
The pair came agonisingly close to success in 2017, finishing second in the inaugural Everest with Vega Magic. The conditions were too tough for Graf last year, but still ran fifth. Had a good run for Chris Lees. And look, it's good to have Tony McEvoy join us, and one of the owners of the mighty Zoustar mare, Sunlight, from Royal Randwick. Tony, first up, this is a very, very exciting mare. Had an amazing autumn, the Zoustar filly then, and of course, ready to go.
Yeah, very exciting. She's given us great joy up to this stage, and we feel very blessed. I feel very blessed to have her in my stable. What she's done for my brand is incredible, and we honestly believe there's more to come.
Robin Parker, good morning to you. What a thrill this must be for your ownership group to have a runner in the 2019 Everest.
Oh, amazing. For the whole ownership group, it's just so exciting. I think we've got 42 sleeps to go, so we're really looking forward to every minute of it.
And Tony, if we look back on the autumn, obviously the autumn it was Winx's autumn, wasn't it, in so many ways, and all the stories were about the mighty mare, 33 straight, but it was a story just to one side that might have gained a bit more prominence. Sunlight had a wonderful autumn. Yeah,
tremendous. Look, I'm not much into the stats, but someone told me that she's the only filly in the Southern Hemisphere. Yes, yeah, well, she's the only filly in the Southern Hemisphere to win at weight for age and under handicap conditions against the older horses, they tell me.
Robin, tell us the story of this syndicate, how Sunlight found her way into your world. It's pretty special.
Well, I think I was just in the right place at the right time. Tony saw Sunlight in the Magic Millions and decided he wanted to win the ladies' bonus going back the next year. And so he was putting together a girls group, and I was one of the lucky girls that got into it. So, you know, as I said, right place at the right time.
And Robin, I think it's important to point out, you can be involved in horse racing at any level, can't you? We say the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. People from all walks of life now can get, it doesn't matter if it's 5%, 1%, 10%, 20%, but you can get in. It's not a sport just purely for royals and the absolute wealthy.
No, absolutely. Anyone can be in it. You can have, yes, as you say, the smallest percentage. And, yeah, no, it's just lots of fun. And Katie Page put together the ladies' groups, and so I thank Katie as well for encouraging women into racing. My husband used to have all the fun, but now it's me, believe you me, it's me that's having all the fun.
How are the husbands coping, Robin?
Oh, not too well at all. Not too well at all.
Tony, I want to ask you about Sunlight. What is it about this mare? What stands out to her? You've been in this industry for a very long time. You've ridden a lot of winners yourself. How does she compare?
Look, I think the point of difference with her is her competitive edge. She loves her role. She loves being trained, and the tougher it gets, the better she likes it. And when you get to the elite level, like this mare has got us, you have to have the whole package. And thankfully, she's been perfectly sound. And when it gets tough in the clinches, she generally comes out on top.
Robin, how do you go when Sunlight wins? Can you explain what it's like when Sunlight wins?
Oh, it's pretty hard to explain. We've had so many wins. She's beaten all the boys in the Coolmore. She's beaten weight for age. You know, everyone is, and the Magic Millions, everyone has been very, very special. So, and I'm sure the Everest will top the lot.
Tony, on a personal note for you, you've just announced that you've entered a training partnership with your son Calvin. That must be a pretty special time as well.
Yeah, look, it was a very proud moment for my wife Jo and myself to have him come on board. I feel he's really earned it. He's worked hard. He's chosen a long time ago when he was very young that this was his path, and I just feel so privileged to have my son want to do what I want to do, and And to have a runner in the Everest in his first year, I've just got to keep him under wraps that his head doesn't get too big.
Keep him grounded.
Yeah, that happens around my place quite a bit. I tell you, with 4 brothers, a sister, and my dad on my tail. Now, Tony, I do want to ask you, Max Whitby was on the show a couple of weeks ago, and as soon as I brought up Vega Magic, he goes, "Why did you have to bring that up for?" So Max is very keen to get that Everest trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, the Vega Magic ran so well for them, but look, they've chosen well, I think, with this mare. She, as I said, she's a great competitor, and I'm a fan of Max and Neil and his syndicate, and they've fitted in so well. We've really enjoyed their participation so far, and they've welcomed us as we have them. So I think it's going to be a fun ride going forward.
We'll take a look at some of Sunlight's first 2 trials of the year, but I want to ask you, Robin, what was the process like for you to get that phone call from Max Whitby and Neil Werrett to say, "Hey, we want your girl in the world's richest race on turf"?
Oh, just a dream come true, really. You know, we couldn't have asked for anything better, any bigger race. There's no bigger race. So, yeah, a dream come true. We're all still pinching ourselves, all the extended family, everyone. We know we're very, very lucky.
We're calling this a little bit of a mini Everest today, Tony. There's only 6 horses.
Yeah.
A few are in, a few aren't there, so it's a bit of a trial for some. How are you looking at this race today?
Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to it. I feel my mare has done everything right coming into the race. She's had the 2 solid trials, and look, incredibly, she hasn't been able to win first up, and I can't put my finger on why that is. For a mare of her class and speed, she's still a maiden first time out. So, look, the map's going to be very interesting today. 6 of 6. It looks a bit awkward for her, but look, Luke Curry knows her well. We're not going to change anything. We'll ride her in a normal manner. She can race in the lead. She can race just off the pace. So Luke will sort it out in the first 100 metres, and we feel she'll be really competitive, as she always is.
Tony, we've for the first time got the Golden Eagle this year as well. Has there been any chat about that? Do you think that would be an option for this one of yours?
Yeah, look, I think so. My plan is to have the Everest at her 4th run back. If you look at her record, the deeper she gets into her preparation, the better she gets. And I thought she would need 3 solid races before a big grand final like the Everest. And then 2 weeks after, we've got a 1,500 metre race for 4-year-olds only. It's pretty enticing. And when you can lead and win a Newmarket handicap from the front, that tells me you're a 1,400 metre horse to be able to have that speed and strength. So 1,500 at Rosehill, I think it's a challenge that we'll be willing to take, provided she's in the right form.
Robin, could you put this in context for people who haven't got into a racehorse? Just the pure magic and what you've experienced, because for people that haven't experienced it, particularly a horse that's won, and it doesn't matter if it wins a maiden at Werribee or a midweek at Warwick Farm, but your horse has done it at the highest level.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Just do it. Just do it. It's so much fun. Just do it.
What are the ladies?
I've actually got shares in other horses, so if you want to be like Robin, you can get into the next Sunlight.
And Sunlight was my only one. I think I've got 3 more Zoo Stars with Tony since then, so we'll look forward to those.
Oh yeah, the Zoo Stars are doing very, very well. Well, Tony, there's your pitch, and it's everyone's pitch who are selling racehorses. It is accessible to everyone, isn't it?
It really is. And like Robin was saying before, you can have 1% of the bills and 100% of the fun. And all I'd ask is, like Robin said, get involved, and if you enjoy your ride, it's just such an exciting thrill to have a winner. And if you get on the right horse, where they can take you is quite incredible. And this journey that we're on, Robin and I and the other ownership group, is just, it'll be the pinnacle of my career. And I've had a really good career, so I would just say, everyone, tip your toe in the water and have some fun.
Now, Robin, it's a really important question, this one. 2, actually.
Yeah.
The trophy, and the celebrations? Have you ladies already got a little bit of a plan in place for what you're going to do there?
Those diamonds look pretty nice, don't they?
They're very nice, I can tell you.
Knocking everyone over, you know, for that one. Be like the bridal bouquet, throwing it and everyone jumping in to try and catch it.
Yeah, it was in the studio last week and it's worth that amount of money. I was shaking just 20 metres away. It was not easy.
I know.
Robin,
I think you could just chip a few diamonds off it, couldn't you?
Yep.
Well, I want to get into a bit of strife. But look, Robin, Tony, thank you so much for joining us today. All the best with your mare and all the best for the Everest, and we really appreciate you being on Racing Dreams.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your interest in it. Thank you.